Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is Wendy's Pet Salon. I am Wendy and this is my little salon at home. And where is home, you say? Well, I live in Congleton in Cheshire and this is my little business at home. So welcome back to the channel. Welcome to all the subscribers, and if you are new, welcome on board. I hope you all will stick around. And I was doing some organisation of the channel the other day, and I've made up some playlists which are open to the public, and I've just labelled them, you know, everything puppy, everything Milo, update, everything Archie, everything how to. So take a look at the playlists, and it just makes things a bit easier to find, and you might want to just watch your playlist. Anyway, I had quite a lot of comments on the banded comb, and I was asked, you know, how do I sort of make it up, you know, weave it in, what do we do, etc, etc. So the banded comb is only for certain things. So ideally coat that is dead that wants to come out. It's not for removing matted coat or anything like that. So you can use it on your you say your golden retrievers that might get impacted fur along the front of their arms. You could use it for that. You can use it on your hand stripping breeds, so you can just pull it through and say your border terriers that build up this dead coat that sort of makes the coat stick up. It builds up this undercoat to, you know, keep them warm basically, but it can just get impacted and make them overheat. So you can comb that all out using the banded comb. You can use it on your short-haired cats, and you can use it on what we generally use it on. It is for the spaniels. So you can use it on springers. You can use it on you know, your cocker spaniels, because it's not only wiry coats that we strip out, we also strip out, say, a cocker spaniel. So basically we trim all their furnishings around there, but on the top there, to keep it nice and flat, you will notice that it grows this fluffy stuff, and especially if your dog has not been castrated and neutered and things like, you'll probably notice more. So as the puppy's getting older, they want to throw out all that puppy coat, and also it will have a hair cycle, and it sort of gets long and floppy, and those end bits are sort of the end of the shelf life. So in order to keep that nice smooth jacket, you can run down your banded comb, which will sort of grip all that sort of dead coat that wants to come out, that's just hanging on. We do use finger and thumb on it. Some people use a pumice stone, and it just helps the longevity of that, you know, straightness. It just gets all that dead coat out. So it can be used for lots of different things, and there's so many different tools that you can use, you know, to get that undercoat out. People use Furminators, people use the Coat Kings, people use all sorts of things, but you can't beat a banded comb, a comb wrapped around a comb. Now you can you could use it just on your normal comb, so you could weave it inside of that, but I find that uncomfortable to hold. Yeah, so I tend to use it, and this is my old trusty one, and I get the office bands and weave it through, and I'll show you how I weave it through. I will take it off all later. My first customer's just arrived, so I'm going to show you this in a second, in a bit. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just coming back to show you my She's been very poorly this morning. She said she wasn't going to bring her because she was all like a dithering wreck. And then he said, do you want to go to Wendy's? And she just picked up. Oh dear. Hey, you're okay now? Loves having a haircut. So yeah, once I've done Bonnie and I've got a little bit of time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpick this and show you how I put it on. I mean, you probably think, oh, well, that was easy, but yeah, I mean, there's certain bands that are better than others. I mean, you might not notice, but I know the postman, he kind of, you know, he's on his rounds and he drops them. Sometimes you can see, so free bands. But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't use it on a coat really, on like Bonnie's coat, because they're a single coated breed. It doesn't come out like that. We just use a normal brush and a comb and a spray on there. But for the shedding breeds, for cats, I'm gonna go down a minute. The cats, and it's ideal, as you can see on one of my videos. I'll just put the video here. You know, I can run the normal comb down and it'll loosen it, but it doesn't actually remove. So you comb thing and think, oh, it's fine. But then you run the banded comb down and all that coat that's impacted in there, it helps to remove it. And like my customer with this particular cat, she always knows when she's due for that, or he, should I say, when he's due for that, because he starts getting fur balls and things like that, because he's licking himself a lot. There's a lot more hair coming out when he's grooming himself. So he comes and you think, oh, short-haired cat don't need doing, but when they get a bit older and they've got particularly a thick coat like that, getting all this dead undercoat really helps benefit the health. You know, he doesn't have his fur balls, and he's just, it makes him feel, you know, a lot more comfortable. And he's an indoor cat as well, so when it's warm, you know, it's helping his body temperature keep very comfortable. So yeah, they are probably one of the best things ever invented for shedding hair. And it did have a little bit of vet band around here. Do you want to go to the toilet? I want to go to the toilet. Come on, sweetie. I'm just giving Bob 5 minutes. Yeah, so I will pick this out and show you how that I did it. Like I say, I like to have that, you know, I feel like I can hold it better. If you were to put the banded comb on here, it's fine, but that's a bit uncomfortable to hold, that side. So if you use one with a handle, it's ideal. And obviously there is an actual way of using this banded comb, and you do need to hold the skin taut, because with the rubber and the comb it can pull the skin up. So you must make sure that the skin is taut and you're running it on the flat of the contour of the body, and you're running it through. I'll put some clips of the lovely cat that I was grooming. He has that on a sort of regular, it comes about 8 weeks, just has all that coat removed out. I get buckets and buckets out, even down his tail, his front legs, around his face, just helps maintain them. Yeah, so I'll take it all off and I'll show you how I do it, and I'll put some clips in here of the banded comb in use, so you can see how I've done it. He loves it, and you can see how effective it is. That will just miss a load of hair, doesn't really, you know, take anything out. You can even get the combs, the sort of de-shedding combs with the long teeth and the short teeth, long teeth, short teeth. You know, they're very good, but it doesn't move as much hair out as this. So, and this is a years old technique. It's not something that I've invented. It's been going for years and years and years and years. For as long as I've been grooming, I've known this, and that's what's over 30 years, and it's been going before that. So, because my mum, who's 70, she was grooming from when she was 16, and it's a technique that she's always known of. So it's not a new technique, but you know, as a pet owner, you might think, oh, that's going to really help me. You know, so you know, you do go to the professional groomers, you do go to a cat groomer for the professional groom, but in between times it will help you, you know, keep your pet comfortable. And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. So you may not have been aware of, you know, how much dead coat, you know, you might have a cat or a dog even, that doesn't like being handled at the groomers. It doesn't, you know, a cat that doesn't, only lets you touch them. So, you know, so you might be just using the comb and thinking you're doing a great job. Well, you've got a short haired cat and you want to do a bit more. Maybe you can't afford to go to the groomers for a professional groom, but the banded comb will really help you out. So yeah, you've got those Cocker Spaniels with the lots of fluffy hair. You know, that's basically one of the techniques that we use as a professional groomer to get that dead coat out. You know, short-haired dogs to get their, you know, you can even use it on very smooth-haired dogs. You wouldn't believe how much hair that the rubber will grip. Because sometimes we use the rubber Zoom groom. I'll just grab that quickly. Yeah, so sometimes we use the rubber Zoom groom on the smooth-haired dogs. So, and I mean, you can even use it. This is, you know, you can use this on smooth-haired cats as well. And you do get a fair bit out, but it kind of flies up everywhere. But the banded comb actually grips it and keeps it in the comb. So, you know, all these type of things. So, you know, loosen with your comb, just to loosen it all up. With the, you know, you could go with your wide tooth and use your shorter tooth. You could run it over with the Zoom groom if you wanted to, then go back over, you know. I even use this on long-haired cats. Because their hair is in that life cycle where it will remove, you know, it sort of, you'll see, if you see down my cat videos, you'll see when you see all the difference in the coat, the long fluffy coat, and I pull it out with my fingers. I also use the banded comb at the end of my groom. So once if I've got any impacted fur or any knots and things like that, I remove all those first, and then I go back over with my banded comb to get extra dead coat out. And that is what we need to do as a professional groomer, because the more that we remove, the longer the groom is going to last. So, you know, you can then, you know, go every 3 months to your, you know, got a long haired cat, go every 3 months. Some people go a bit longer if they're, you know, able to keep on top of them. But it does soon build up, and there's areas that we know that, you know, owners struggle with underneath arms, underneath the chest, behind ears, you know, around the bottom area. So, you know, that's where a professional groom comes in. You may only want to go for a professional groom, you know, a couple of times a year, and you do the rest. But that is what we're here for, and that tool will really, really help you. It's a cheap tool. It's basically on an anti-static comb with a handle with the teeth. You see it close up there. And I will show you later. Once I've done Bon, now she's chilled out. Are you okay now? She's okay now. Come in, my beautiful. Oh. You have to be careful because she gets so excited, she wheezes and then flicks it at me with your tail, don't you? You should have, and then and flick your wee at me, don't you? Yes. And her mum does her face. She's not a fan of having a face done, so it's a bit of a teamwork with Bonnie. Mummy does your face and I do the rest. She's fine. Ooh. She's fine for her feet. She's absolutely fine for those. You don't learn those at all. But the face, she's a bit not there. So while her mum has got her, she just gets like a little trimmer and does it for her. So she does a very good job, doesn't she? Yes, and you like your mum doing it for you. She's never naughty. So she comes every 8 weeks, and we just put a lamb trim in her. So yeah, the next clip I'll do when I've got a spare minute today, or even later when I finish, I'll just do a clip. I mean, it makes no difference to you now, you're just watching, but I'm doing this as I'm doing, so I'll take it all down and I'll show you how I weave it in, and yeah, I'll put those clips in of either in between here or at the end of here, ready for the showing you how to do the banded comb. So have a great day. This will be Thursday when you will see this video. Do let me know if you've watched any of the playlists, or you can find the playlists, and yeah, the next clip will be me doing the band. So hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you very soon. So I'm going to show you, my son I've just pinched some fabric tape, and sometimes I put the horse bandage that sticks on there, but he has some fabric, sticky fabric things. So we're going to put it in like that. Just hold it with your thumb. Yeah, hold it there. Oops, she says. Put it in. It can be a little bit tedious. But just weave it in and out. Weave it in and out. Push it in. Yeah. Weave it in and out. You can go from the bottom or the top, doesn't really matter. Just weave it in and out, in and out. So in between each teeth, you've got some rubber band. Just keep pushing it in, like that. Weave in and out. Pushing it down. Pushing it in. Weave. 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 See how it's, oops, popping out. To try and keep it as taut as you can so it doesn't pop out. Let's hold it there. Trying to hold it with your finger there so it doesn't pop out. Just through, through, through. Just keep, oops, that's not gone in. Just keep pushing it. See how it's weaving in and out? Cross it over at the bottom there. And just make sure that it's all weaved in and weaved out. So basically we're just weaving it in between the teeth. In between. There's a little one there, a bit of a gap. Like that. There are actually things that you can get that are similar to the banded comb that slot on to your comb, but I find this is a bit of a cheaper way. And you know, you can just use elastic band. Does exactly the same thing. So you could jazz them up. You could put coloured bands in there if you wanted to, but that is pretty much all you need. It's when I bought this originally, I went to a Cocker Spaniel seminar, and it was it's a lovely comb, don't get me wrong. It was just had some vet wrap there, and it has some bands wrapped around there, and I want you to guess exactly how much do you think that actually cost me? You guess. And if anybody has bought one off the same person, you will know how much they were. But they had them on sale there, and I thought, do you know what? My one is rubbish. I'm going to have one of those. And I've had it for a long time. I've had it years now. Years. How much did it cost, do you think? But yeah, just elastic band on an anti-static comb. That's basically, and obviously with this here, it's just got some fabric tape on there, so I've got some grip. And you can just renew it over time. You could put horse band on there, you could funk it up, you could put, you know, smiley face horse band around there. But yeah, so that's all it is. And it's an absolutely fantastic groomer's tool, but obviously it also needs to be used with skill. So, you know, once you get to grips with actually, you know, to using it, you'll never look back. And especially for cats, short-haired cats, long-haired cats, obviously I wouldn't break knots and things up with this, because that would just, no, that would hurt. But once the coat is all groomed out, then I use this afterwards to get excess coat out, so that, you know, it prevents it from, the more you get out, you know, the less likely it's going to be not free for longer time. So yeah, that's my banded comb, and I'm now going to go off to football this evening. I should be leaving shortly. It's a lovely day, the sun is still out, and I can't wait because it's our match at the end of the week on Sunday. So I'll just pop on next clip so that you can see Bonnie, who I finished earlier, and I'll also put some clips of the cat that I used the banded comb on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. A little bit of a mishmash, a little bit of video. So hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment. It will mean the world, and it will help the channel grow. I need to accumulate some more watch hours because they keep going down And we figured out, I had a chat with my partner about it, and he's like, because it's my watch hours for the last 365 days, obviously, like he's saying, a day is rolling on, so then maybe it drops off. So maybe that's how it works, but I notice it's going down. So although I've got more watch hours, I don't know. Well, anyway, give it a like, give it a share, and yeah, it'll help the channel grow, and I'll see you very soon. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So I just thought I'd show you lovely Bonnie before, as you've seen it. There she is. Just had a lamb trim. She's had a 3. You've had a 3, haven't you? A 3 on her body. And I ran down with the 6 cone. You want millimeters, don't you? So 19. She's had 19 millimeters on your legs. Yes. And she's had 10, is it? Yeah, 10 on the body. So she's like double. So 3, 6. So she's got double what she's got on her body. She's had a scissor top knot, a beveled round the bottom of her legs, and you see where she'd had a little bit of skin damage there. She had like a little a cyst type thing, and because this skin's damaged, you see how it's changed her hair colour there. Eventually it will grow out. It's a lot less than it used to be, but it's like a special little birthmark, isn't it? Yes. So I just thought I'd quickly show you lovely Bonnie before she goes home.